Hello, everybody. This is Big Polly coming to you once again, wrapping up this week of HTFL football, the calendar week that is. Today we have Kansas City traveling to Denver. Yes, indeed. Denver's a 7-point favorite. Kansas City 1-1. Denver 1-0 to start the HTFL season, season 1, 2020 season, whatever you want to call it. Is my microphone on? I believe so. So I'm just going to keep going. 64 degrees, a slight wind at Sports Authority Field in Denver, Colorado. I'll be playing as Denver, the home team. Kansas City will be the away team. Kansas City won the toss and will receive. Hank Stram roaming the sidelines for Kansas City. Mike Shanahan doing likewise. He was the head coach that brought Denver their first Super Bowl. Len Dawson quarterbacking for Kansas City. John Elway for Denver. This is an Upper North matchup. Upper North Division, and Denver had the week off. Let's see if they come in fully rested. Dante Hall back for Kansas City. And it's taken by Hall out to the 27 after a 29 return, so he took it 2 yards deep in his end zone. The lineups when Kansas City has the ball are as follows. Charles and McClinton are your running backs. Smith and Bowe are your wideouts. Gonzalez at tight end. Dawson at quarterback out of Purdue. Tyre, Shields, Rudnay, Walters, and Alt will be your offensive line. Denver's defense will go as follows. Price and Dumerville will be your defensive ends. Smith and Jackson your defensive tackles. Miller, Gradishar, Mecklenburg your linebackers. Harris, Wright, Atwater, Thompson your defensive backs. Okay, 1st and 10 for Kansas City at their own 27. Here's Lenny Dawson. He gives it off to Charles, I believe. Yes, indeed, 10 yards. He picks up a first down. And we just do it again. 1st and 10 at the 37. This time they give it to McClinton. McClinton loses a yard. Gradishar came up and knocked him down. 2nd and 11, ball at the 36. They give to McClinton. McClinton with running room. A lot of it. How about 61 yards before Harris Jr. brought him down at the 3. That is Chris Harris Jr. out of Kansas. But McClinton with the first big play of the game. Curtis McClinton out of Kansas. They both played for Kansas, oddly enough. A couple of Kansas Jayhawks involved on that play. 1st and goal for the 3 for Kansas City. And it's a touchdown. Jamal Charles puts the Chiefs on the board. It's 6-0. And that didn't take very long at all. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 4 plays, 73 yards. Here's the point after try, and it's good by Tynes. And it's 7-0 Kansas City. Upchurch back deep for the Broncos. He'll take it out from a yard deep. He was a well-known return man back in the 70s, and that's a nice game for him.
Receiving team.
Again, I'm opening up a Coke here, folks, not a beer. Clady was called for an offense, holding offense on the return team, so it's now a 1st and 10 for Denver at the 13. We'll set the lineups with Denver having possession. Davis and Humphrey, your running backs. Smith and Taylor at wideouts. Shannon, as James Brown on CBS would call him, is your tight end. Elway at quarterback out of Stanford. Clady, Bishop, Nalen, Neal, Lepsis, your offensive line. When Kansas City's on defense, it's Allen and Smith at defensive ends. Buchanan and Mays at defensive tackles. Bell, Lanier, Hall, Halley, I should say, are your linebacker core. Halley will play outside linebacker. Thomas, Lewis, Robinson, and Cherry will be your defensive backs. Now, I'm going to make a change here right off the bat because Humphrey they have in at running back. And I'm going to put them in a split backfield because Humphrey is just barely a fullback because his blocking rating is a 2. And so you don't really have a true fullback in the backfield for Denver. Terrell Davis trapped to the right. No gain. Hallie makes the stop at the 13 for no gain. We're going to go Lionel Taylor on a medium slant. That's incomplete. And there might be an incomplete
pass. The ruling on the field
pass.
is confirmed. Incomplete. A timeout will be charged.
They challenged the fact that it might have been intercepted. It was not. So it's now 3rd and 10. So Kansas City nearly with a big turnover in Denver territory. We're going to go Shannon Sharp, medium hitch. 50-50 chance on this. That's completed, but short of the first. To Smith, and he gains 7. So bring out the punting unit for Denver. Here's Bob Scarpito for Denver. That's returned to 11 yards by Hall to the 46 of Kansas City. We have 10:50 left in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Chiefs on this 97-degree day here in Tampa, Florida, or nearby Tampa, Florida, as I record this on June the 27th. 1st and 10, ball to 46. A gain of 3 for McClinton, tackled by Smith. It's now 2nd down and 7 at the 49. That time it was Charles picking up a yard. He says as I fiddle around with my phone. And it's now 3rd and 6. That was Price on the last tackle, by the way. And that was Charles on this last play. On 3rd and 6, they ran it and gained 7. 1st and 10, ball to Denver 43. Complete to Gonzalez. Gonzalez met by a host of tacklers, but Atwater will get credit for the tackle at the 27. A gain of 16 yards. Kansas City doing pretty much anything they want to on Denver's defense right now. 1st and 10 at the 27 of Denver. Right through the hands of Charles, so Otis Taylor will come in as a 3rd wideout on this play. 2nd and 10 from the 27, the aforementioned 27. A screen to Taylor, and that was incomplete. Smith may have intercepted the pass.
Upon further review, the ball was secured before it hit the ground. Interception. No timeout will be charged.
Smith with the pick, and now Denver has the ball back. 1st and 10. Paul Smith, his first pick of the year. And that gives Denver a little new life. We'll go Smith, medium fly. Rod Smith. And he's got it. A nice gain of 15 yards. We'll go Davis, off tackle right. And he gains 2 yards. Humphrey off tackle left. Led the Broncos to an AFC title the year they got blown away by San Francisco in the Super Bowl. Well, I think it was 55-10. That Super Bowl year. It was one of those Super Bowls that was a blowout from the word go. Off tackle right, Terrell Davis on 3rd and 3. And he's got the first. Pickup of 6. And it'll now be a 1st and 10. They go double tight end. That'll bring Odoms in as a tight end. Sweep it to the left with Terrell Davis. Denver wants to wear down that Kansas City line a little bit. He picks up 7 yards. He had 108 in the game 2 weeks ago against Seattle, which Denver won. Kansas City lost to San Francisco, then won their second game. Ball to 38 for a 2nd down and 3. And we're going to throw long out of this formation. And we're going to go to Smith. We're going to do a little speculative play here. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Smith, but he tried to find Bobby Humphrey. Elway did, and that was incompleted. 3rd and 3. We'll put a man in motion. Show pass. And we will go with a pass to Marshall. Marshall came in as a 3rd wide receiver. And that's caught for 13 yards.
Offsides, defense. Number 69, 5-yard penalty.
Top of which there was an offsides penalty. Moved the ball 13 yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 25. We'll go trap right, Terrell Davis. A gain of 5, and 2nd and 5. 3:56 left in the opening quarter. We'll go Lionel Taylor, medium slant. And that's caught, and that's a touchdown. So Denver a point away from equalizing. Lionel Taylor, who went on to be a colored commentator for NBC in the 70s after his playing days ended, albeit very briefly. Here's the point after. It's good. And we are dead even at 7-7. That was McManus on the point after. All back deep for Kansas City, but that will not be returned. The ball be brought out to the 20. 1st and 10 from there. Dawson, long pass, and it is Bowe has it. Dwayne Bowe out of LSU, who had one catch against Baltimore for 17 yards. It was the Chiefs who beat Baltimore in their second game. 1st and 10, ball to 47 between these two long-time AFL rivals. That's another catch to Gonzalez. He gains 17, and Atwater knocks him down. 1st and 10 at the Denver 36 as Kansas City quickly crosses the 50 of Denver. And it's a gain of 5 as Charles sweeps right, as I was babbling on. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5, ball at the 31 now with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Charles straight ahead, he gains 3 on a dive. Smith brings him down. And it is now a 3rd and 2 from the 28. Screen to McClinton, and McClinton has a first down at the 23, and that'll bring an end to the first quarter. The score, Kansas City 7, Denver 7. All right, back with you to start the second quarter. Don't forget, we got Grand Slam Wrestling coming up tonight at either 9 or maybe a little later if this game runs long. Jerry the King Lawler will go after Farmer Burns' World Heavyweight Championship. That should be a good match. 1st and 10, ball to 23. Incomplete. Loss of a yard. Tom Jackson, another Denver Bronco who went on to become a commentator, this one for ESPN in the 80s, 90s, and aughts. I think he's still going with Chris Berman. Loses a yard, but you'd have to go to ESPN Plus to see him and Berm do the Sunday highlights, or at least that was the case last year. We don't know if they're going to be playing football on time this year because of the Hall of Fame game getting canceled in early August due to COVID. But that's real life. This is the unreal world of the HTFL, and back to it. 2nd and 11, ball to 24. The give is to Charles, and Charles will be close to the first down. Pickup of 9. Atwater was hurt on the play. He's one of the safeties, so they will bring in Thompson to replace him. Bill Thompson out of Maryland Eastern Shore, played on the 70s Broncos teams. 3rd down and 2 from the 15. What can Kansas City do here? Nothing, as that was a short cross to Gonzalez, and the timing was not there. 32-yard field goal try coming up. And that is Tynes putting it through. And it's going to be 10-7 Kansas City. Upchurch back deep for the Broncos. You got to think we're fortunate to get away with only losing 3 points there. 40-yard return for Upchurch. He brings it out to the 41. Nicely done. We'll go Davis on first down. Off tackle left, but a marker down before the play.
False start. Offense. Number 44.
Humphrey.
5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Called for the false start. Denver will go to a 3-wide offense. It'll be Davis, and it will be off tackle right. Davis motors for 10 yards. 6 carries for 30 yards for Mr. Davis. They'll go double tight end, 1 running back. Kind of the old John Riggins and the Redskins formation. Off tackle left, Terrell Davis on 2nd and 5. And he'll be close to the first, just short. Buck Buchanan makes the tackle. 3rd and inches. We're going to do a quarterback sneak with Elway. And Elway picks up the yard. And it's 1st and 10 at the 48. We'll go right back to Davis, off tackle left. Might be giving him the ball too much. 2 yards here.
Offense. Number 88, 10-yard penalty.
And Odom's called for holding. Kansas City was a little antsy there. We'll screen it. No, we're going to pitch it to the right by mistake to Humphrey, and Humphrey picks up 4. Making it now 2nd and 16, so they'll bring a 3rd wide receiver in. Elway to the gun. Medium pass. Looking for Smith. And Elway, not a bad scrambler in his playing days. He gains 6. And it's 3rd and 10. 4 wide now in the game. They'll bring Thomas in. Demarius Thomas. Why don't we just put him to use here on a medium out? Incomplete. Was looking for Thomas, but Robertson provided good defensive coverage. 4th and 10, ball to 48. Denver will punt. Scarpito will go for the coffin corner. And he finds it right at the 9, which is right on his average. The game would say would be his average on a sideline punt, 39 yards. 1st and 10, Kansas City takes over from the 9. Screen to McClinton. McClinton with running room. Oh boy, does he have a lot of running room. How about 91 yards worth of it? Touchdown. 91 yards. McClinton has 3 catches on the day for 157. That's what you call long distance. Point after try by Tynes, and it's good. 17-7. Upchurch back deep for Denver, who now has their work cut out for them here on their home territory. Home field. 2 AFL rivals. I'm sure Denver does not want to be embarrassed by Kansas City on their home turf. Return was for 24 yards by Upchurch to the 27. We'll go Humphrey and we'll go screen pass. And that's good. Good for a 1st down and a gain of 11 before Bell got to him. He'll go sharp on a medium slant. Instead, they dump it underneath again to Humphrey, and he picks up 6. A 2nd and 4. Trap right, Terrell Davis. That did not have much to it. Trap right. Mays makes the stop. And it's now 3rd and 3. Back to a 3 wide out formation. We'll go to Sharp on a short hitch. And it's caught. Shannon picks up 10 yards. Brother Sherling plays on the Green Bay squad in this HTFL league. Off tackle right, Terrell Davis on 1st and 10. And not much there, 3 yards. Smith on the stop. We'll go back to Davis on a screenplay. And Davis with running room, 22 yards. That moves Denver to the 20 of Kansas City. They'll look for Lionel Taylor here on a medium slant. Has a 1 in 5 chance of scoring. And instead it's a dump off to Davis, and Davis picks up a 1st down. John Elway, 9 out of 12 for 114. Len Dawson, 6 of 9 for 217 yards, and he's already thrown 1 pick and 1 touchdown. So he has had a very busy 1st half. Off tackle right, Terrell Davis. He's got running room. He's got 8 yards. Denver is going to lose Lionel Taylor for a few plays. They'll bring in Brandon Marshall in the base formation. Ball to 2. And we're going to bootleg it with Elway. Oh, and that was a bad play. Loss of 3. Allen brought him down. We'll go Sharp on a short hitch on 3rd. And that's incomplete. Fourth and goal. They'll kick the field goal to make it 17-10. Here's McManus from 22, and it's good. So Denver gets a score to get back to within 7, 17-10. Hall back deep for Kansas City, but that was a cannon of a kick in this mile-high air, and that will wind up being a touchback. First and 10, ball to 20. Lenny Dawson having a good day so far. Jamal Charles loses a yard. He's back down to 36 yards on 9 carries. The big story, McClinton with 157 yards receiving, and we're not even through the first half yet. That's Charles again on second down. He gains 3 on second and 11. It'll be third and 8. Ball at the 22. That one thrown and caught by Gonzalez, but only for 5 yards. They needed 8. Denver will let it go to the 2-minute warning. And now they'll get the ball back, barring a turnover. Here's the punt. And Upchurch with a little head of steam. He picks up 21 yards off the Wilson punt. Jarrell Wilson. Saliamula finally brings them down at the Kansas City 43 with a minute 51 to go. Each team with 3, no, I'm sorry, each team does not have 3 timeouts. Denver has 3, Kansas City called 1, so they have 2. Medium fly, Rod Smith. And that's incompleted. Hall deflected it. Screen to Davis on second and 10. And that'll be good for a first down. 14 yards. They will not call timeout. They'll go quickly to the line. A minute 33 to go. Humphrey, screen pass. Looking for number 44. That's caught. And that's another nice gain of 17. Now, Elway will call time. A minute 11 to go. They have each team now with 2 timeouts left. Medium hitch, Shannon Sharp. But a marker.
False start. Offense. Number 82, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Sharp was so eager to get the ball, he got called for the false start. We're still going to give it to him. Let's see here. We'll go medium slant this time. 45% chance that he'll catch it for a score. Bingo. And the crowd at Denver can sure roar with approval when one of their players does something right. Point after try to get this game dead even at 17 up, and it's good. McManus puts it through. Now the bad news is they left a minute and 4 seconds on the clock for Kansas City to try to get an answer before halftime. Here's Hall back deep. Again, another touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. Denver with a slight wind advantage for the second and third quarters. Kansas City with the ball, a minute 4 to go. A first and 10 from the 20. Charles straight ahead for 6 yards. Denver will not call a timeout. Neither will Kansas City, so maybe they're just playing for the half. Another give to Charles. This time a first down. And Kansas City finally calls timeout with 35 seconds to go. First and 10 from the 30. Will they throw here? They will not. They give it to McClinton. That's a gain of 7. Kansas City calls their last timeout. Second down and 3. They're going to keep it on the ground. Charles picks up 9. And will that be the last play of the half? Ball at the 48, first and 10. They get a playoff. Long throw, incomplete. And that will be your end of the first half. And a wild one it was. We've had 511 yards of offense. The score, Kansas City 17 and Denver 17. Okay, everybody getting ready to start the second half of play. A 17-17 tie between Kansas City and Denver. As I mentioned, Grand Slam Wrestling immediately following this, if it airs on time. Should be 9 o'clock, 9:15 at the very latest. Tomorrow, I take a day off from doing HTFL. We'll be doing State of the Game, my little monthly sermon, if you will, about this channel and how well it's going, or things on my mind as we get to that moment in time. Any of you have any questions for me, just feel free to comment anywhere you wish. I'll try to find them. I'll try to answer them. As we move forward into July, next week will be July 4th. So we have 4 games left this week, and I will be doing games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then taking a 3-day break, and then we will be coming back on Monday, July 6th. So Denver gets the ball to start the second half. 289 total yards for Kansas City, 222 for Denver, as I was saying right before we went to the break. 511 yards of total offense, so it's been a bit of a shootout so far. Not Taylor, but Len Dawson, 7 for 11, 222 yards, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. Elway's thrown 2 touchdowns, 12 of 17, 162 yards. So an exciting game so far. We'll see if we can keep this up for the second half. Here's Upchurch back to receive. And we will get this party started. And Upchurch with another nice return of 40 yards. Times finally got to him, the kicker, at the 42. So a 1st and 10 for Denver. A dead even game. Terrell Davis trapped right. And he's got running room of 8 yards. Bell brought him down for Kansas City. Terrell Davis, the hero of Super Bowl 32, having a great game against Green Bay on that game. And Denver was the team that broke the NFC streak of 13 consecutive Super Bowls won, which is the longest streak to date for either conference. We're going to go off tackle left. Terrell Davis on first down. I'm sorry, not first down, 2nd and 2, and he lost the yard. And it'll be 3rd and 3. We'll go Marshall, short hitch, and try to get the first down. And he can't. They went to Lionel Taylor as a second receiver, and he could not get the pass completed. So Scarpito at the 49 will be stationed back deep. The line of scrimmage is the 49. Will this be a touchback? It will be. So Kansas City will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Lenny Dawson, the hero of Super Bowl 4, which was the last Super Bowl Kansas City won until the one they just won, Super Bowl 54. He'll start it 1st and 10 at the 20. A 1-yard loss by McClinton, and Thompson gets the stop. If you're wondering where Pat Mahomes is, of course, Mahomes is a very, very young man. He hasn't played enough seasons yet to get a rating in the historical set, which is what I use here, the Dave Koch Action PC Football 2020 game, and I use the Pro Football Historical set, which has 11,000 players spanning back to the 1940s. And Mahomes has not played enough seasons yet to be rated, so perhaps in a future HTFL season, you will see Pat Mahomes. But right now, no. 2nd and 11, ball to 19. That's thrown and caught by Smith at the 25. A gain of 8, so it'll be a 3rd and short situation. 3rd and 3, ball to 27. And that's a nice little catch and run by Smith, who gains 15 yards. Atwater tackles him at the 42. Dawson continuing to have a good day. 9 out of 13, 245. 1st and 10, ball to 42. A marker down before the play.
False start. Offense. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
Shields gets called for the false start. Move them back 5. 1st and 15. Ball to 37. That's a throw and a catch.
Pass interference. Offense.
Oh,
Number 82,
you don't see that called very
penalty.
often. Bo pushed off. And they flag him for offensive pass interference. More often than not, you'll see that called against the defense in this game, but not this time. 1st and 25 at the 27. That is to Charles on the screen. He loses a yard. So this is going to be 2nd and a cab ride to Vail, Colorado. 2nd and 26 at the 26. Incomplete. Third and 26 now. They move any further back, it's going to be a cab ride from Graham Junction along Interstate 70. Long pass, incomplete, looking for Bo. So Denver, barring a turnover on the punt, gets the ball back on this. Here's Jarrell Wilson back to punt. And a nice return by Upchurch, 10 yards, which moves it to the Denver 42 for a first and 10. Thinking it's time to go big here, and we will go medium fly to Rod Smith. Oh, a sack by Allen, and Allen was hurt on the play, injured his triceps, but they will keep him in as Allen came along and got him right on that throwing arm. Ouch. Second and 15, ball at the 37. We're going to screen it to Davis. Rest Elway's arm a little bit. That was incomplete. Third and 15. Medium pass with a plus route to make sure we get the first to Brandon Marshall. Incomplete. And it'll be punting time for Kansas City to receive the ball, that is. Fourth and 15 at the 37. Scarpito back deep to punt. And Hall lets it roll to the 14, a punt of 49 yards. Kansas City into the wind ever so slightly with 8:16 left in the third quarter. They'll have a little bit of a wind advantage in the fourth. First and 10 at the 14. Screen to Charles. Charles with running room when he picks up 13 yards. Against Baltimore, Len Dawson threw for 230. He's already got 257 today. He was 18 for 31 against the Ravens with a touchdown. First and 10, ball to 27. Give this to Charles. Charles straight ahead. He's got running room, and he's got 15 yards. 15 yards. Wright, Louis Wright on the tackle. You see him there out of San Jose State for the Bronx. First and 10, ball to 42. They give it to Charles again, and he picks up 7 more. And Jamal Charles has his season high of 80 yards rushing. He's got a shot at 100 today. First and 10. I'm sorry, not a first and 10. Second and 3. Last play was first and 10. Ball to 49 now. Here's Charles. Charles again. A nice little gain. 9 yards. So he's got a little groove going here. Ball crosses to 50 into the Denver 42. First and 10. 5:47 left third quarter. Now Dawson throws, and it's caught by Bo. Alt was hurt on that last play, but he will stay in. Undisclosed injury, we hear from the sidelines. First and 10. Ball to 29. Give to Charles. Charles has been red hot as of late, and they cool him off a little bit on this play. A gain of just 2. Miller on the tackle. Second and 8. Ball to 27. To Charles again on a draw. Just gets back to the line, and that's all. Priest Holmes will come in for this play. He's out of Texas. He will wear number 31. Third and 8. Ball to 27. Kansas City looking to take the lead. They give it to McClinton, and McClinton gets nothing. They needed 8 yards on that run, and they get nothing, nada, zilch. 44-yard try here for Tynes to give Kansas City the lead. And he pushes it right. No good. So we are still tied at 17 apiece. Elway will give it to Davis here on first and 10. He gets nothing, and he was injured on the play, an undisclosed injury, but he will stay in, which probably explains why it was undisclosed. Off tackle right, Bobby Humphrey on second and 10, and he cannot get anything. Both teams tightening up their D. Hall on the tackle, Halley, I should say, on the tackle for Kansas City. It's so easy to make that I and L in your mind. So that's what's been going on with me. Third and 9. And we will go Taylor on a medium slam. And that's caught. A first down. That is Taylor's second catch of the game. 2 weeks ago against Seattle, he had 5 catches for 77 yards. Trap right, Terrell Davis. End of the quarter, as Davis gets nothing. Davis has 14 carries, 54 yards on the day so far. We'll go to the fourth. It's still even, 17 apiece. Back with you to start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Ball to 49. We'll go Davis on screen. Blitz is on, but Davis reads it nicely, and it's going to be a nice play if it holds.
Personal foul, defense.
And it will hold.
10-yard penalty.
They get Duran Cherry on a personal foul. Must have accused the Democrats. Not the Democrats. Was that a Freudian slip? He must have accused the officials of something to get the personal foul. He's lucky he's still in the game. Terrell Davis, trap right. I'm sorry about that, folks. Gain of 5. And it's 1st and goal from the 5. Hey, you gotta have fun doing this. Sweep to the right, John Elway. And that's good for the lead. Touchdown. John Elway, who didn't want to be a Baltimore Colt, was going to play baseball with the Yankees before the Broncos got him on a trade on draft day of 83, I think it was. He gives Denver the lead. Here's the point after. And it's good. And it's 24-17. Here's Hall back deep for the Chiefs. And that's kicked well enough to be a touchback, even though Kansas City now has the slight wind advantage. Broncos leading 24-17 despite being outgained. 369 for KC, 280 even for Denver. 1st and 10. Dawson's going to throw. No, he's not. He's going to scramble. He gains 13, but it's coming back.
Number 88, 10-yard penalty.
Tony Gonzalez gets called for holding. And it's now 1st and 20 at the 10. Marker down again.
False start. Offense. Number 68, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
So Kansas City going backwards and quickly as Shields gets called for the false start. So it'll now be 1st and 25 at the 5-yard line. Long throw for Dawson, incomplete. Looking for Gonzalez again. And it's now going to be 2nd and 25. And that one thrown and caught by Gonzalez for 16. That'll knock the distance down tremendously. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 21. That's caught by Holmes. Holmes has a 1st down. So they went from 2nd and 25 to a 1st down. Nice work for Kansas City. And it's now at the 31. 1st and 10. They give it to Holmes. Holmes straight ahead for 6 off the left side. Gradishar makes the stop for Denver. Now a 2nd and 4. This time it went to McClinton. He gains 2. And they take him out of the game and go to 3 wide receivers, Smith, Bowe, and Taylor. A 3rd and 2 from the 39. They're down a touchdown, and they're just short of the 1st down. Gradishar makes a nice tackle to keep Holmes from getting the 1st, even though he picks up 2 yards. 4th and inches, I'm going to think Kansas City might try a fake here. Instead, they punt to the sideline, and that's Wilson punting at 42 yards to the Denver 17. We have 9:54 left in regulation. It's 24-17 Denver. Sweep right, Terrell Davis. No gain. Davis has 16 carries for 59 yards, 4 catches out of the backfield for 77. We'll go to him on a screen here. And I'll be close to the 1st, but he didn't get it. 9 yards. Ali brought him down. And now it's 3rd and 1. This would be a good time for play action. Fake the handoff to Davis and throw it to Smith. No, it wasn't there. An incomplete pass. Hit by Willie Lanier was Elway as he threw. So the play action did not fool the staunch defense of the Kansas City Chiefs. Scarpito back deep to punt on fourth down. Taken by Hall, but he will fair catch it. Make sure that a fumble doesn't occur or a disaster doesn't strike at the 28. 8:02 left in regulation. Now it's first and 10 at the 28. Kansas City with the ball. They need 7 points. Incomplete. Dawson rolled to his right and was looking for Priest Holmes. Now it's second and 10. Ball to 28. This is to McClinton, and he gains 7. And they will take him out of the game. Dawson has cooled down a little bit since his hot start in the first half. He's 14 for 22, 296. Still with that 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Third and 3. And it's another screen. And this one goes to Holmes, and Holmes picks up 29 yards. That puts Dawson over 300 on the day. And what was I saying just before that play? That he had cooled down a little bit? Well, now he has just gone over the 300-yard mark. 441 total yards for Kansas City, 289 for Denver. 6:52 left, first and 10, ball at the 36. That's caught by Gonzalez.
Encroachment defense. Number 70, 5-yard penalty.
And Smith called for encroachment. The play will stand, and now Denver in trouble as Kansas City penetrates the red zone. First and 10 at the 16. They give to Charles a fumble, but McClinton got it back. Carlos Carson comes in the game as a fourth wideout. We'll look at him real fast and show you he is wearing number 88. He'll be down here on the bottom. Second and 10, ball to 16. And Holmes gets stuffed for a loss of 4. Third and 14 at the 20. Great situation for Denver here. That's a gain of 9 by Smith. Kansas City's going to kick with 4:32 to go. I would think this was a mistake because you don't know if he'll get that close to it again. Kelsey with the snap, Tynes puts it through, and it's 24-20. Here's Upchurch taken at the goal line. And another nice return for Rick Upchurch to the 37, 36 yards. 4 minutes to go in the game. It's 24-20. Double tight ends. And we will go Humphrey with a flat top haircut. Trap right. Or at least in that photo he had one. Gain of 8. Shanahan, slow it down. He's telling Elway, slow it down with 3:52 to go. Dive, Terrell Davis. Just basic running plays here. Davis gets the first down on that run. He's now at 61 yards. He's had 147 yards of total offense, 22 touches of the ball, 17 rushes, 5 catches. They will go right back to him on a trap right. He picks up 3 yards. And that clock continues to tick. 2:29. They'll go to the 2-minute warning. It's 24-20 Denver. Humphrey, trap right. Picked up a couple, no 3 yards. And now Kansas City finally burns its first timeout. Denver still has 3, although that probably will not be a factor in this last minute 54 of the game unless we go overtime. Davis, off tackle left, will make him burn a timeout. Worst case scenario, marker down.
Ball start. Offense. Number 82, 5-yard penalty.
That was against Sharp, Shannon Sharp, and it is now a 3rd and 9. But the objective is still the same. Run the ball and make Kansas City burn a timeout. Quarterback draw, John Elway. No gain, and Kansas City burns their second timeout. They will have one to go. Scarpito will be back deep to punt. He will go sideline and try to keep it away from Dante Hall, even though the field position doesn't really favor it. Hall on the return, he picks up 8.
Receiving team.
But Thomas is called for a holding penalty, so that backs him up half the distance to the 11. So Kansas City's got to go 89 yards, and they need a touchdown to win. That field goal that they got did not do them any favors, really. Then 39 to go, 1st and 10. They got to go 89 yards. That's caught. A gain of 25 as Otis Taylor with the catch. That's a season high for Lenny Dawson, 379. He'll need a few more yards to get the win here. 1st and 10 at the 36. They run the ball for some unknown reason. Holmes makes the run, and Jackson brings them down. That burns Kansas City's last time out. 2nd and 10, ball at the 36. A screen to Holmes. That's a gain of 3, but he gets out of bounds. 3rd and 7 at the 39. Dawson for the long one. Incomplete. Threw it deep to Dwayne Bowe. In relation to Riddick Bowe, I do believe, who was the heavyweight champion of the 1990s in boxing. 4th and 7 at the 39. And that's going to be a first down, gain of 9 for Holmes. 54 seconds left. Kansas City still a little work to do. Ball at the 48. The throw. The catch. And that's a gain of 34. Carson makes the tackle. Carson on the catch, and he steps out of bounds. 43 seconds left, and all of a sudden, Kansas City in good shape. 425 yards throwing for Lenny Dawson. Ball at the 18, 1st and 10. 43 seconds to go. That's thrown, and that's a touchdown. So Kansas City does it. They go 89 yards in 7 plays, and they take 1:04 off the clock, which is going to leave Denver a little time. Here's the point after, and it's 27-24, Kansas City. Upchurch back deep. If it goes that far, it will not. That was a squib kick, and Drones picked it up, ran it 5 yards to the 39 from the 34. Denver has all 3 timeouts left. Medium fly, Rod Smith on a base formation. Sack by Allen. Allen came in and blindsided Elway. And that'll be a timeout with 20 seconds to go. Now Denver in dire straits. We'll go sharp, medium out with 3 wides. That's incomplete. 17 seconds to go. Long out, which you got to call on the play sheet here. Taylor on 3rd and 20. It's caught, and it's a gain of 16. 8 seconds left, and the ball goes out of bounds. 4th and 4, ball at the 45. They might as well just go for the Hail Mary here and just hope they get something. Okay, folks, this is your play. We're going to put 4 wides in the game. We're going to go strong left. See if we can go trips to the left, trips to the right. And this is your game. Hail Mary. Quarterback must throw to Smith. And this is it. It's in the air. And it's incomplete. Your final score, Kansas City 27, Denver 24. Kansas City will go to 2-1 on the year. Denver will fall to 1-1 because they had the bye week. Denver and Seattle had the byes last week. Topsy-turvy game. It was 24-17 Denver to the last 4:11. Tynes got a field goal, which I questioned. I didn't think that they should try for the field goal because the field goal didn't do any good. 24-20, and then Kansas City rallied and got the touchdown and showed you how much I know. I would give Lenny Dawson the game ball. He had over 400 yards throwing it, 443, and a rating of 124, 121.4. Elway did not do too poorly at 112, 16 for 27, 232, two touchdowns. Charles had a great game, 19 for 91, but McClinton with three big catches for 157 yards. And Kansas City will come out with the win at Denver's home turf. 11 penalties in the game for 90 yards combined, 555 yards of total offense for Kansas City. They did stumble a little bit in the red zone. They were in four times and only got touchdowns twice. Denver also struggled in the red zone. They got 3 out of 4 touchdowns and kicked a field goal on the fourth. One thing about the offensive line for Kansas City, they kept Lenny Dawson's jersey clean, no sacks. So Kansas City will wrap up this calendar week with a 27-24 win. So here are your upcoming games, and they will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week as I record this on the 27th of June. So it'll be the 30th. I'm sorry, the 29th, the 30th, July 1st, July 2nd. Seattle will play San Francisco. San Francisco 1-1. They lost to New England last week, 10-7, in a very tight game that I don't think anybody thought would be that defensive. Then we have San Diego playing Los Angeles. The Rams have gotten off to a good start. Then we have the unplugged game where I will just sit back and do minimal commentary. Arizona playing Las Vegas. Las Vegas is second game at home. And then the Monday night game, technically, Baltimore at Pittsburgh. And that will wrap up week number 3 of the HTFL. Again, your final, Kansas City 27, Denver 24. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. Catch you again next time. Bye-bye for now, everybody.